Under Roe v. Wade, they had the right to kill the baby after birth. I mean, literally after birth in some cases.
Let's be clear. If you heard someone say this at this age, you would throw them in the old folks' home, not the Oval.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do any jokes about the Supreme Court ruling. I had a couple, I just, I didn't think they were ready, so I took it very seriously, but I had to do what was best for me, I don't know if you guys understand how hard it is to raise a premise to a setup to a punchline. It takes a lot of time and love and care, and I just didn't love it like that, you know what I mean? I didn't know if I could give it the love it needed, the resources it needed, you know what I mean? I'm a single comic out here. And I have other premises to raise, so it wasn't an easy decision, but at the end of the day, I had to terminate the punchline, and that's just what that was.
Comedian Akaash Singh has fun at the expense of the Trump-designed SCOTUS's decision regarding Roe because at this point, we just have to.
My wife had this baby 7 weeks before she started the clerkship. It was still not sleeping any more than an hour and a half in a given interval. And her mom just took a sabbatical. She's a biology professor in California. Just took a sabbatical for a year and came and lived with us and took care of our kid for a year.
Okay,
so and it was just one of these things where it's like, this is what you do. And you can sort of see the effect it has on him to be around them. Like they spoil him. There's sort of all the classic stuff that grandparents do to grandchildren. But it makes him a much better human being to have exposure to his grandparents.
Well, I don't know.
And the evidence on this, by the way, is like super clear.
That's the whole purpose of the postmenopausal female in theory.
One of the weirdest men ever in the history of men, J.D. Vance, got shredded.
J.D. Vance.
2016 rolls around, election rolls around, very anti-Trump. Hates Trump. He compares him to Hitler as a person, goes at his policies. 2021, he enters the Senate race. All of a sudden, loves Trump, pro-Trump. Hey, this guy's great. January 6th wasn't that bad. A lot of Democrats are like, what the f? We loved this guy because he wrote this book in 2016 called Hillbilly Elegy. One policy that he really agrees with Trump on is stopping illegal immigration. He says, my mom almost died, and this is true, from a heroin overdose, from probably drugs that were shipped in here illegally from Mexico. His mom started as a nurse addicted to painkillers and then Oxycontin. When he graduates from Yale Law School, the first law firm he works for represents Purdue Pharma, who makes Oxycontin. Also, this is even crazier, his charity sent a psychiatrist to help people with Oxycontin addictions. The psychiatrist he sent was essentially on Purdue Pharma's payroll, literally did studies being like, Oxycontin's not addictive. It's not that bad. And now you're sending this lady to get these people clean? You're kind of a fraud.
And Singh did it to a T. Well done all around here.
I think we're on the verge of maybe some big news coming out of the Supreme Court, and I hope that happens. I hope that Roe v. Wade gets overturned. This is not healthcare. I'm against abortion. And I will never, ever change that stance. I will never, ever bend on that stance.
MAGA folks like Carrie Lake spew this, but Singh has a different take.
And I'm pretty sure this is the horniest city I've ever been in my entire life, and I can't explain it. There's just a very horny energy here. I feel like y'all needed to pass that abortion ban. The only thing I will say about it that's funny to me is it feels like a lot of the people who are really pushing for this abortion ban also seem to dislike Latinos, and I just think that's a very ineffective strategy. If you dislike Latinos and want less of them in Arizona, forcing people to get pregnant probably not going to decrease the number. Who do you think is going to have more children? Suzanne in Scottsdale or Maria in Mesa? Who do you think is going to have all the kids? I just think it through is all I'm saying.
It is shocking, however, how close it came between Katie Hobbs and Lake. Be sure to check out her current race for the Senate, where Ruben Gallego is hoping to defeat her yet again.
And I will not give one penny to any school that has a vaccine mandate or mask mandate.
Let's think about this through the lens of those who help create vaccines that are quite literally life-saving.
How do you guys know each other? Where? We all just accept that as a thing. None of us know what it means. What does it mean? See how quiet them anti-vax audience got? They don't trust you, bitch. 3 people clapped, and the rest of this Republican audience was like, get this bitch. Hey, she put microchips in us. Ain't that crazy? You saved the world, and the internet made everybody think you're killing us all. Which company? You ain't make no vaccine nobody heard of. You ever walk through Walmart and you look at a Hisense TV and you're like, what the is Hisense? Who else has a job that TikTok made us hate? Because of the internet, we respect them not at all. And so we're like, hey, give them their props. Hey, sex workers, come on, show them some respect. They're not criminals like scientists.
Singh hits the nail on the head. Scientists have a target on their backs because of rampant conspiracy theories on the right that has led to their side being filled with tons of people that do not care for public safety. It's maddening and a reminder of the Trump years all over again.
None of this has stopped Republicans from accelerating their war on teachers and turning educators into political pawns in their battle to advance a radical agenda. Governors Greg Abbott of Texas and Ron DeSantis in Florida are poster boys for this campaign, even supporting legislation that intrudes on a teacher's ability to craft lesson plans. The biggest threat facing the Republican Party is a new, multiracial generation of young people unafraid to speak truth to power.
The war on teachers is, for Republicans, intentional. They wish to privatize education, largely to enrich donors, but also dumb down the electorate. Polls show the uneducated vote against their own interests. For teachers, it's just another sad tale where they are mistreated by American society.
How are you, sir? Whitest guy in the room. How's that feel for you? What do you do for a living? That's adorable, dude. Have people already clapped because you guys don't give a f*** that he's a teacher? This guy's teaching all your kids, making $14,000 a year or whatever. Y'all can't even clap for this man? You remember how much you hated your kids in 2020? You taught them for 6 months, you're ready to kill yourselves. This guy, that's his f***ing chosen career. He could have been anything he wanted. Look how white he is.
All jokes aside, please support these people and don't make their jobs harder than it already is.
Seeing Donald Trump get up after getting shot in the face and pump his fist in the air with the American flag is one of the most bad things I've ever seen in my life.
And this guy, Singh, has a take as well.
You know what's crazy? My entire marketing plan to sell out this show was I just on the city of San Francisco nonstop. And in true fashion, y'all were like, we gotta buy tickets. This is incredible what's happening. Y'all make the rest of us feel bad about ourselves, like we're not good people because we don't use the right pronouns or whatever. And then y'all work for Silicon Valley, destroying the world from 9 to 5. But God forbid I f*** the 72nd gender. I'm the head. Defund the police. I'm gonna go work for Zuckerberg and get Trump reelected. But defund the police in the meantime.
Akaash Singh is a fantastic comedian that you should check out in person. For tour dates, go to punchup.live/Akaash. For tons of fantastic content, check out his TikTok, which can be found at the handle @Akaash Singh Comedy. His Twitter, because no way in hell we're calling it X, @Akaash Singh, and his Instagram by the exact same handle. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYT Sports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.